we can see the desperation and frustration mounting all around us in this city. But what makes our city special is what you've all heard me say at this very podium over and over again throughout this crisis, and that is that Dallas is a strong city and Dallas is a resilient city. We've been through extraordinarily painful times before. Just in the last few years, we've dealt with Ebola, the July 7th ambush, an incredibly destructive EF3 tornado that tore through the heart of our city. When we see lives and livelihoods upended in this city, our neighbors extend their hands and they ask how they can help. Yes, we acknowledge that Dallas, like any city, has its share of problems, but we have always been a community that talks openly about its issues. We're a city that works towards solutions to our problems, and we do that in this city by working together. Last night, we saw a very large, peaceful demonstration that reflected the Dallas that I know as a native son of this city. Those protests gave voice to the many people of color in this country who have long felt frustration and pain that I not only understand, but that I share. And I respect those folks who came out last night for stepping out and calling for justice in the memory of George Floyd. What happened to Mr. Floyd and others before him was brutal and unacceptable and met rightfully with widespread condemnation from police here and across the country. But we also, unfortunately, saw some reckless behavior from a small group of people whose agendas had nothing to do with human rights or civil rights. They exploited a collective cry for help for their own personal gain by looting. They chose to destroy things at a time when we should be building each other up, and we just can't allow that. Not in Dallas. We cannot allow people to destroy the livelihoods of others or threaten the safety of the very same people who we're asking to protect us in our time of need right now. Today, we expect more demonstrations, and we want them to do what they're supposed to do, which is to call attention to injustice. But to those who may be looking to take advantage of our community in these unprecedented difficult times, you need to stay at home. We will not tolerate selfish lawlessness in the city of Dallas. Dallas is better than that. Dallas deserves better than that. And we do not, have not, and never will bow to chaos or fear in this city. I'm proud to be a son of this city. I grew up in West Dallas and Oak Cliff, and I've dedicated my life to this city. We aren't perfect, but I love my country and I love my city, and it breaks my heart to see the pain that we're going through right now. We're going through a tremendous struggle in this city, the most significant struggle I've ever seen in my lifetime. But we will get through this by all of us working together and listening to each other. The pain that people are feeling right now is real. It's real. So show some empathy, show grace, show that same resilient spirit and commitment to problem solving that has made this city the only one I have ever wanted to call home. So I just want to say thank you for being here, and may God bless our great city and this great country. Chief Hall.
I'm not going to speak with a mask because I can't. I want to first acknowledge you for being here. Thank you for coming. Mr. Mayor, thank you for calling this press conference so that we can speak to you. City Council members, thank you for your support and all that you do to continue to grow this city and build partnerships. And I especially want to thank my boss, T.C. Broadnax, the city manager of this great city, who chose me to lead at such a time as this. And I stand here today before you heartbroken, disheartened, and every other emotion that you can even imagine. Because what we saw in Minneapolis by men who wear the same uniform that I wear is unacceptable. There's no excuse. It was murder, and it's intolerable. But what I will say is that it's not representative of every police officer in this country. There are 18,000 police departments in this country with over 800,000 men and women who wear a uniform. And that is not who we are. But I do want you to understand that we understand and stand with the Floyd family. Our hearts, our prayers go out to them, and we support them. And we support everyone who is angry about his death and many more. And we've even had them here in Dallas. But what I will say about the city of Dallas is that we're determined to get it right. I am surrounded right now with a group of great professionals, individuals who are committed to this city and who have allowed me to push a platform that builds partnerships and collaboration. We recently established an oversight board that allows our community to see into our police department, to be able to witness those investigations, make policy recommendations so that we can be a better city. And we applaud those who stand up and protest against police brutality, because we do too. And we stand with them. But last night, peaceful protests began, but that is not how it ends. And what I want you to be clear about with me today, so there is no ambiguity, this police department will not tolerate rogue vandalism. We will not tolerate tearing up our city. We will not tolerate tearing up our communities and bringing hurt, harm, or danger to individuals who are protesting, and definitely not the ones who are protecting the residents of this community. We love this community. We trust this community. We want a partnership, and we're going to continue to work alongside of everyone. Those who we've offended in the past, we acknowledge. We fix, we move forward. We work together to build a stronger Dallas, a stronger Texas, a stronger United States of America. But it does not happen by tearing up property and hurting people. And it will not be tolerated in the city of Dallas. We're committed to our community. We grieve with our community. We hurt alongside of our community. But the one thing that continues to make us great is that when we fall down as a community, we get back up together as a community, and we will continue that. Tonight, we have 2 separate protests scheduled. We will be out in full force, and we will enforce the laws of this city. We hope and pray that everyone who shows up has the same mindset that we all do, that there's time for change. It is truly time for change in law enforcement everywhere in this country, and it's happening through 21st century policing, through elected officials who support that and push that, and we're moving in that direction, and we will not be stopped by those who have a separate agenda. So again, God bless you, God keep you. We will be working overtime to ensure the safety of this community tonight and every night. Thank you so very much.